Good evening, everyone. Very warm welcome for the session today. Uh, we are, as usual, continuing with our self-love, self-awareness series. And today, as I said, it's a very important session. We were just discussing before I started the recording. Because today's session will be a lot on your understanding. Because I was just speaking to a few people and I realized that emotional and mental lack of self-love, this aspect is not even understood in the right way by most of the people. हम इमोशनली एंड मेंटली खुद से प्यार कैसे नहीं कर सकते हैं या हम इमोशनली मेंटली खुद को कैसे नुकसान पहुंचा सकते हैं, ये बात 90% लोग समझ ही नहीं रहे. I was just having a talk with people and I realized that even the idea is not clear to people. And that's why I said, in today's session, I'm just going to focus on understanding lack of self-love at the emotional and mental level. Okay. So one thing which we discussed the last day, and I just gave a very random example. One of the way in which you can emotionally and mentally hurt yourself is by not expressing yourself. This we discussed in the last session. अगर आप अपने आप का इजहार नहीं कर रहे, आपके अंदर क्या चल रहा है, अगर आप वो बता नहीं रहे हो, तो आप अपने आप का नुकसान कर रहे हो एट द इमोशनल मेंटल लेवल. नाउ देयर आर मेनी अदर वेज इन विच यू कैन हर्ट योरसेल्फ इमोशनली एंड मेंटली, and that is proving lack of self love. What are those ways? One of the way, as discussed earlier, lack of expression. Second way is when you are emotionally not even accepting your own hurt and pain, your own emotions, your own feelings, your own thought. जब आप अपने खुद के इमोशंस को, अपने जज्बातों को रिकॉग्नाइज भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, एक्सेप्ट भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, जाहिर करना तो उसके बाद आएगा, पहले तो हम एक्सेप्ट करेंगे. So when I last told you that one of the way is not expressing yourself, later I realized that even before expression, what is more important is to identify, is to accept that I have this emotion. Now I'm going to give you some examples, okay? Because with examples, you can understand this better. I was speaking to a girl, not taking any names. She's from Kolkata itself. I was just talking to her. She's an unmarried girl, basically went through a divorce. Currently looking out for a life partner, but went through a divorce. She was telling me, and she's very young, like a little sister to me. She was telling me that, Dee, I feel very guilty when I look at people, a happy married couple, I start feeling jealous. And that jealousy makes me feel guilty, that I'm a very bad human being. How can I feel jealous? Jealousy is such a negative emotion. I should not feel jealous. मुझे ऐसा feel नहीं होना चाहिए. I am a very bad person. And she was crying and she was very low. Now, this is where I am coming from. You are a girl, you are a very young girl, you have gone through a tough time, you have gone through a divorce. Isn't it natural human tendency that you will look at a person, a very happy married couple, a very happy young girl who's married and happy with her husband, you will have a natural tendency that I wish I had this. Jealousy is so natural. Feeling bad about it, feeling depressed about it, you yourself wanting to have a husband like that, you yourself wanting to have a happy relationship like that. This is so natural. This is so human. We are all human beings. We are not saints. We are not some Mahatmas, some great person from some great planet who has no feelings, who has no emotions. It is so natural. But when you feel guilty, when you you when you traumatize yourself that you are a bad person, you start calling yourself a bad person, you start feeling that I am a very low person, मेरे अंदर बहुत नेगेटिव एनर्जीज है, मैं कैसे किसी को देख के जेलस फील कर सकती हूँ, मैं कैसे किसी का सोच सकती हूँ कि मेरा भी ऐसा होता, मेरा क्यों नहीं है. You have to accept that you are a human being. You are a very, very normal, natural human being. Of course, if you are sitting in this session, you are trying to become better. Every day you're trying to become better, but you're not perfect. I am not perfect, and I'm happy with my imperfections. I'm very okay with my imperfections. मैं परफेक्ट नहीं हूँ, मुझे भी कभी कभी गुस्सा आता है, मुझे भी कभी कभी जेलसी होती है, मुझे भी कभी कभी लगता है कि मास्टर ऐसा मेरे साथ क्यों कर रहे हैं, भगवान ऐसा मेरे साथ क्यों कर रहे हैं. I do have my thoughts, I do have my feelings, I do have my low days, I have my bad days. I'm sometimes cranky, I'm sometimes irrational, but I am a spiritual practitioner. I am aware of my emotions. I'm trying to become better and better every day. I'm happy with that. But I have to accept my emotions. I have to accept that I'm a normal human being. I will also have my bad days. I will also have my weaknesses. I will also have my normal thoughts and emotions. इस बात को accept करना अपने आप में एक self love है. If you are not being able to accept yourself as a normal human being with normal weaknesses, then that itself is a lack of self love, and you need to work upon it. So I made her sit down. I made her realize that she is not the only one who's feeling this way. This is natural. This is normal. You have to accept it that I do not have a life partner and I'm feeling bad about it. I am longing for a life partner. I need a life partner. A person who's going to make me happy, a person who's going to make me feel secure, who's going to take care of me. It is normal. So accepting this itself is a form of self love. Now, this way, I can give you 1000 examples. A person who is very elderly, very, very elderly, longing, after retirement, when you don't have so much of work, you are longing for time from people. My children are going to spend time with me. My spouse is going to spend time with me. I will have a couple of friends who are going to share time with me. This is such a normal feeling. This is so normal, so natural. So, for an aged person, to have a feeling like this that I wish people would spend more time with me. It's so obvious. An aged person who's very sick, looking at another aged person who's very healthy, very happy, very fit and fine, you would look at that person and feel, I wish I had that kind of a fit body. You praying to God and you're talking to God. God, you have given that elderly person such a fit body. He or she is 80 years old, still moving around. I am maybe 70 years old. I cannot move around so easily. Why so? This is not right. This is not good. If you are talking to God, if you are having a conversation with God, and if you are, like, वो जो छोटी छोटी नोक झोंक होती है जब हम अपने परिवार के साथ करते हैं, वही आप अपने भगवान के साथ कर रहे हो. It's okay. It's completely okay. You don't have to go into a guilt for thinking this way. So, this I realized that this is also self love at the emotional mental level. Acknowledging that you are a normal human being and you will have normal emotions. The second level of self love is I want to become better. So I will work on these emotions. I will work on these tendencies. I will see how to become better. I will take physical steps. मैं सिर्फ सोचूंगी नहीं, मैं physically steps भी लूंगी अपने जिंदगी को बेहतर बनाने के लिए. क्या steps that we are going to discuss in the next level. But today I just want to focus on this one point of acknowledging certain normal emotional behaviors, certain normal mental thoughts. I will give some more examples because I really want you to realize how important this is. Another level of emotional, mental uh, lack of self love is when you compare yourself with others. That is also lack of self love. I have another friend who is of my same age. She is such a happy person. She's going around, partying around. She's so confident. She's doing her own business. She's taking care of her family. Maybe she has a good family life. But I don't have one. I am depressed. I'm sad. I'm not so confident. This is also lack of self love when you constantly compare yourself with others. You have your own destiny, you have your own karma, you have your own life. That cannot be the same as another person. That other person would have their own destiny, their own karma, their own life, their own lessons to learn, their own goods, their own bads. But sometimes we become more depressed by comparing ourselves with other people. And comparing not only at the physical aspect, वो तो हम complete कर चुके हैं in our last segment when we physically compare ourselves. Now I'm trying to understand mental and emotional comparison. That person is confident, I am not confident. That person has the courage to do certain things, I don't have the courage to do certain things. It's okay to be aware. I am not telling you that neglect your weaknesses. फिर तो हम improve ही नहीं कर पाएंगे. I am not asking you to neglect your weaknesses. Be aware of your weaknesses, but don't get harsh with yourself. Don't get too um, strict with yourself. Don't start underestimating yourself because of certain things which other people are doing and you are not being able to do. तो एक और ये क्या आया सेल्फ लव लैक ऑफ सेल्फ लव में क्या आया आई एम जस्ट रिपीटिंग द सेम थिंग इन हिंदी वंस कि जब हम बहुत ज्यादा अपने आप को दूसरों से कंपेयर करने लग जाते हैं और खुद को छोटा महसूस करते हैं कि वो इंसान कितना शक्तिशाली है कितना कॉन्फिडेंस है उसके अंदर और मेरे अंदर ये नहीं है वो इंसान अपना भी ख्याल रख रहा है परिवार का भी ख्याल रख रहा है बिजनेस भी कर रहा है और मुझे देखो मैं तो सिर्फ घर बैठी हुई हूँ अवेयरनेस होना बहुत अच्छी बात है कि हम बेटर बनना चाहते हैं पर गिल्ट में चले जाना या खुद को लो सेल्फ एस्टीम के नजर से देखना या खुद को बहुत पिटी करना सेल्फ पिटी करना मैं बेचारी हूं मैं बेचारी हूं मैं बेचारा हूं even for males, when you compare yourself with other people, your other male members of your family, your brother, your friend, your father, your other, employees in your company or other partners in your company, जब आप खुद को दूसरों के साथ कंपेयर करते हैं और अपने आप को बहुत छोटा महसूस करते हैं, ये भी लैक ऑफ सेल्फ लव है। ये भी खुद को नीचा करने का सेल्फ डिमीनिंग सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्टिव सेल्फ हर्टिंग सेल्फ डैमेजिंग थॉट्स एंड इमोशंस है। थर्ड एग्जाम्पल when we emotionally try to adapt to other people, we completely neglect our emotion and we try to adapt to other people emotionally। I'm saying मुझे से फॉर एग्जाम्पल बहुत सॉफ्ट रहना पसंद है। आई लाइक टॉकिंग इन अ वेरी सॉफ्ट टोन। आई लाइक बीइंग अ लिटिल फ्रजाइल थोड़ा डेलिकेट सा। मैं बहुत स्लो मूव करती हूँ मेरे हाथ पैर के मूवमेंट्स बहुत स्लो स्लो होते हैं। मैं बहुत धीरे काम करती हूँ। मैं बहुत धीरे धीरे बात करती हूँ। एक अलग नेचर है मेरा। बट माई हस्बैंड see I'm just giving an example my husband wants a very dynamic personality। वो इंसान जो मतलब बहुत स्ट्रांगली बात करे बहुत स्ट्रांगली मूव करे शोल्डर्स ऑलवेज अपराइट हमेशा डेक्ड अप रहे कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बात करे इंग्लिश में बात करे। आई प्रेफर हिंदी। तो मैं अपनी सारे तौर तरीकों को बदल दूंगी किसी और के लिए. I will start talking very loudly. I am going to start talking very fast. Or I'm going to have some hand gestures. और मेरा बॉडी posture हमेशा ऐसे ही रहेगा. या मैं अपने लाइकिंग्स अपने डिसलाइकिंग्स को सब कुछ को बदल दूंगी फॉर अनदर पर्सन. दिस इज ऑल्सो लैक ऑफ सेल्फ लव. अगेन इट्स नॉट अ बैड थिंग टू डू. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि ऐसा मत करिए. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि डोंट ट्राई टू बी द वे योर हस्बैंड और योर वाइफ वुड वांट यू टू बी. सेम विद द हस्बैंड आल्सो. हाँ, उल्टा भी है. माय वाइफ वांट्स मी टू बी दिस वे, सो आई विल बी दिस वे. व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू कि दूसरों को खुश करने के चक्कर में खुद को भूल मत जाइए. Don't forget yourself, your liking, your disliking in the pursuit of making somebody else happy completely. It's always good to make adjustments. It is always good to make sacrifices, to be very, not to be rigid, to be flexible. ये बहुत अच्छे क्वालिटीज है किसी इंसान के अंदर कि मैं फ्लेक्सिबल हूँ, मैं अपने आप को मोल्ड कर सकती हूँ, चेंज कर सकती हूँ, जब जैसा जरूरत है वैसा बन सकती हूँ. मैं इजीली कोई चीज छोड़ सकती हूँ, मैं कोई चीज इजीली अडॉप्ट कर सकती हूँ. ये अच्छे क्वालिटीज हैं, ये किसी के स्ट्रेंथ्स है. बट इस चक्कर में खुद को पूरा भूल मत जाइए. डोंट जीरो डाउन योरसेल्फ. डोंट थिंक दिस वे दैट आई विल completely change myself for somebody else, for my husband, for my wife, for my children, for my company owner, or for whatever, whoever. Then that will be lack of self love. So if in a, I'll give an example of a married relationship, a husband and wife. Say the husband wants a very dynamic character, and you are not a dynamic character. You're a very passive character, a soft, soothing, sweet person. Then it's a good idea. In more detail, we will discuss in the next session what are the ways of expressing yourself that we're going to discuss in the next session. But I'm just giving an example. It's a better idea to find a middle way, middle path. Sit and talk with your husband. That see, this is not what I am. This is me. You have married this person who is this way. I am ready to change, but not completely lose myself. In certain places, you can have an open mindset that the ideas which my husband is giving to me, how good or how bad are they? So I am flexible. I am not rigid. मैं एकदम सख्त होके नहीं बोल रही हूँ कि नहीं मुझे तो चेंज होना ही नहीं है, खत्म बात. मैं सामने वाले को समझने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. सामने वाला जो पॉइंटर्स बोल रहा है उसमें से कौन सा मेरे लिए अच्छा है, कौन सा मेरे लिए बुरा है, मैं वो समझने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. आई एम यूजिंग माई माइंड. I am not following somebody blindly, but at the same time, I am keeping my own viewpoint as well. I am holding my ground as well. I am realizing my strengths, my weaknesses, and I'm trying to play with them. Not completely forget them, not completely wipe them out, but I'm trying to play around with them. This is what I'm trying to tell you. आप खुद को इमोशनली मेंटली किस किस तरह से तकलीफ पहुंचा सकते हैं. So we discussed 4 points till now. Number one, not expressing oneself. Zero expression. मेरा चीज मेरे अंदर रहेगा. Number two, अपने आप को acknowledge ही नहीं करना. Accept ही नहीं करना कि मेरे अंदर क्या चल रहा है. Number three, comparison with others. खुद को बहुत ज्यादा कंपेयर करते रहना दूसरों के साथ. And number four, trying to completely forget oneself, trying to completely change oneself for another person. ये सारे चीजों में आपका लैक ऑफ सेल्फ लव है इमोशनल मेंटल लेवल पे. इफ यू आर डूइंग एनी ऑफ these four things, number one, not expressing oneself, whatever is within you, you are trying to hold it within your system. Number two, not to acknowledge your own thoughts and emotions. Accept that I am a person, I'm hurt, today I will cry. I am a person, I'm lonely, I will look at another person. It is natural to feel jealous. Acceptance. Acceptance of yourself as a very, very normal human being with normal thoughts and emotions. That is the second pointer. Third is comparison of oneself with others and demeaning oneself, thinking low self esteem, poor self image. And the fourth is completely trying to change oneself for another person, losing your own basic characteristics, losing your own good qualities. All of this is lack of self love at the emotional mental level. When you start thinking like others, you completely surrender your own thought forms. Another example I'm giving you out here because when you listen to stories and when I counsel people, I listen to these stories, then is the time when I realize these. There was this one person who used to feel that helping others is a good thing to do. Thinking, mental. One person used to think that helping others is such a good thing to do. So that person used to go ahead and help many, many people. Now this person gets married. So the husband or the wife, I'm not getting into the gender right now, the husband or the wife explains to this person that you should not give things to others. It is such a bad thing to do. You are not thinking about your own self, you're constantly giving it to others. Bad thing to do. Now, what did this person do? Blanket, आंख बंद करके भरोसा कर लिया. Okay, I will not help others. I will not give anything to others. And this man or this woman, whoever that is, changed his or her life completely. पहले वो हमेशा देते थे, लोगों की मदद करते थे. अभी अपने स्पाउस की बात सुन के जीरो मदद, जीरो देना. What happened? Number one, karma got affected. Number two, that person was not happy from inside. क्योंकि पहले वो देता क्यों था? क्योंकि वो दे के खुश होता था. आज वो देना बंद कर दिया, तो वो खुश होना भी बंद कर दिया. So that person started feeling very empty from inside. And number three, later on, when this person came into pranic healing, when that person realized that giving is such an important thing, that person was like completely, ये मैंने क्या कर दिया? I was this kind of a person, and now I am not this kind of a person. What did I make? Like, why did I make this mistake? So what did I suggest? What was my solution to this problem? Discernment, thinking. आप बिना सोचे समझे सब कुछ देते रहोगे वो भी गलत है. एंड आप ठान लोगे कि हम तो किसी को कुछ नहीं देंगे, किसी की मदद नहीं करेंगे, ये भी गलत है. बोथ इज रॉन्ग, एक्सट्रीम. सब कुछ दे देंगे बिना सोचे समझे, सब दे देंगे, गलत. किसी को कुछ नहीं देंगे, गलत. You cannot be in the two extremes. You have to be in the middle. You have to use your discernment. Who needs my help? Who needs this thing? I will give it to that person. How much can I give? I have 10 liters of water. I can give maybe 8 liters of water and 2 liters I need to keep for myself. Discernment, thoughts, your own intelligence. आप एक्सट्रीम नहीं हो सकते. आप खुद कुछ हो, आप अपने स्पाउस का बात सुन के अपने आप को पूरा 100% चेंज नहीं कर सकते. That is where your mind should come into play. Your own discernment should come into play. Why are we discussing all these? Because when you shut yourself and you start following somebody else blindly, that is also lack of self love. When you switch off your brain, मत सोचो और खुद से कुछ मत सोचो. खुद को सोचने का जरूरत नहीं है, किसी और का फॉलो करो. You're shutting off your brain. You're asking your brain not to work anymore. You're asking your own mind not to work anymore. Lack of self love, emotional, mental level. If any one of us are doing these to ourselves, any of these, we discussed 5 things. It's time to get aware. It's time to be aware. It's time to recognize your own good, your own bad, Use your discernment and don't even listen to me. I never say listen to me and do it. Never. Think for yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? क्या मैं खुद को completely खो दे रही हूँ किसी और को खुश करने के चक्कर में? क्या मैं खुद को बहुत कंपेयर कर रही हूँ दूसरों के साथ? क्या मैं खुद अपना दिमाग बंद कर दे रही हूँ, अपना खुद का सोच बंद कर दे रही हूँ? क्या मैं खुद को एक नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग भी नहीं समझ रही हूँ? समझ रही हूँ कि मुझे परफेक्ट होना है, मैं परफेक्ट क्यों नहीं हूँ? मुझसे गलतियां क्यों हो रही है कि मैं गिल्ट में जा रही हूँ? थिंक अबाउट ऑल दिस. Inner reflect. Don't forget that you are a human being, a very beautiful human being. Whether you are in a male body or in a female body does not matter. You are a human being. You're a child of God. There is God within you. आपके अंदर है भगवान. आप अपना खुद का दिमाग बंद कर रहे हो, मतलब आप भगवान को बोल रहे हो, ए सोचना बंद करो, तुमको सोचने का कोई हक नहीं है. If you are stopping yourself from crying and saying that no, I will not cry, crying is such a weakness, then you are telling your own भगवान. आप अपने खुद के भगवान को अंदर बोल रहे हो कि आपको दर्द भी अगर हो रहा है ना, आपको रोने का कोई हक नहीं है. क्यों रो रहे हो? आप भगवान हो. If you're stopping yourself from explaining, from expressing yourself, कोई चीज आपको अंदर से घोट रहा है, आप बोलना चाहते हो, आप जाहिर करना चाहते हो, इफ यू आर स्टॉपिंग योरसेल्फ, रिमेंबर यू आर स्टॉपिंग गॉड. आप अपने अंदर के भगवान को, आपके अंदर क्राइस्ट है, आपके अंदर कृष्णा है, आपके अंदर दुर्गा है, आपके अंदर कोई भगवान जिनको आप मानते हो वो है, आप उनको बोल रहे हो ना, अपने आप को जाहिर मत करो. डोंट एक्सप्रेस योरसेल्फ. आपको कोई हक नहीं है कि आप अपना दर्द बाहर निकालो. रखो अपने अंदर. क्या हम बोलेंगे अपने भगवान से ऐसा? विल वी टेल आवर गॉड टू कीप क्वाइट? विल वी टेल आवर गॉड टू remain quiet, keep suffering from inside, decay from inside? Will we tell our God to, switch off the brain, don't think? Will we compare our God with other God? Lord Krishna is better. Lord Rama was not so good. Christ is better. Allah is not so good. Do we do this? We don't do this now. We don't compare God now. So there is God within you. There is God within the other person with whom you are comparing. आप किसका कंपेयर कर रहे हो? गॉड टू गॉड कंपेयर कर रहे हो, है ना? हम सब बोलते हैं ना that there's God within us. We are a children of God. If we are all children of God, then why do we want this child to suffer? Why do you want this child to not express oneself? Why do we want this child to be perfect? Hmm? When our children make mistake, don't we say, "अरे it's okay, it's just a child"? कहते हैं ना, अरे ये तो छोटा बच्चा है, it's okay, गलती तो करेगा. इतना क्या स्ट्रिक्ट होना? कहते हैं ना. Why not with ourselves? खुद के साथ क्यों नहीं? Why can't we tell ourselves that it's okay? Today I'm not feeling well. Today I'm not feeling happy. Today I want to cry. Today I want to be cranky. Today I don't want to do my diet. I want to eat something good. Today I don't want to go to work. I want to take rest. I am sick and tired of thinking about something. Today I want to give my brain a little rest. Maybe watch a stupid, funny, a movie which makes no sense. I just want to sit and watch that. क्यों नहीं? Why not? So we did this at our physical healing. Again, I want to do this today in the emotional healing, mental healing also. Look at yourself as your own little sister, little brother, little son, or little daughter, and then try to feel the emotions within that little child. If today I try to feel the emotion within Piyali, I might not be able to do so. I might feel, Piyali, she's already around 40 years old. She's supposed to be strong. She's a trainer. She's a prani killer from 8 years. She's not supposed to make these mistakes. With Piyali, I can maybe do that. But when there's a little Piyali in front of me, little baby girl, मेरी छोटी सी प्यारी जो मेरी बहन है या मेरी बेटी है, क्या मैं उसके साथ इतना स्ट्रिक्ट हो पाऊंगी? क्या मैं उसको बोल पाऊंगी, "ए, मत रो, अपने अंदर जो है अपने अंदर ही रखो"? Will I be able to tell my little daughter that you don't express yourself? If you are scared, learn yourself. Go ahead and learn yourself how to be courageous. I'm not going to teach you. We will not do that now. This is what you need to do with yourself today. So I request everyone, please close your eyes. It's time to heal ourselves. It's time to be that little ourselves. Close your eyes and visualize एक छोटी सी, आपकी एक छोटी सी रेप्लिका, आपकी एक छोटी सी छवि दौड़ते हुए आके आपको हग कर रही है. A little Piyali running and coming and hugging me. Hug that little child back and try to feel what emotions are going on within that little child. What emotions is he or she feeling right now? अभी इसी वक्त उस छोटे से बच्चे के अंदर कौन सी फीलिंग्स आ रही है? क्या वो डरा हुआ है? Is that child happy, smiling, giggling? Or is that child sad, crying, scared? What is the emotion of that child right now? क्या करना चाहता है वो छोटा सा बच्चा अभी? Does he or she want to talk to you, tell you something? Or does he or she wants to just be quiet, hold you and sit for hours and hours? Or maybe that little child just wants to get some love from you, a tight hug, wipe their tears, hold their hand, tell to that little child that don't worry, I am there with you. You are not alone, you're not by yourself. I'm there with you, I'm there for you. Try to listen to that child. Try to feel the heartbeat. Try to connect to the emotion running within the child right now. Maybe it is a very long, old back trauma which that child wants to heal. Maybe it is a guilt which that child wants to express. महसूस कीजिए कि वो बच्चा आपसे बोलना क्या चाहता है, करना क्या चाहता है. हो सकता है कि वो आपसे कोई ऐसा बात कहना चाहता है जो उसने कभी किसी से नहीं कही हो. मे बी सिर्फ वो मदद मांगना चाहता है कि आई नीड हेल्प, अकेले नहीं हो रहा है अब मेरे से, अब सच में एक सपोर्ट चाहिए. Maybe that little child just wants to tell you that I'm tired, I need rest, I need someone to help me, hold me. Just give some time to that little baby. Try to connect your heart chakra with the heart chakra of that little child. Try to connect your crown chakra to the crown chakra of that little child. Try to feel the energy. There's a beautiful cord between you and the child, your heart and the child's heart, your crown and the child's crown. Feel what emotions are coming from the child. Feel your own heart chakra. Be aware of your own heart chakra. Be aware of your crown and just feel. Be silent. Just be aware. Mentally take note of whatever the child is trying to convey to you. अपने ध्यान में महसूस करिए, याद रखिए वो बच्चा आपसे जो भी बोलना चाहता है. Slowly feel that you're hugging the child, comforting him and her, telling him and her that you will always be there for him and her. You'll take care of her, take care of him. You will always help him and her express themselves. You will help them get healed emotionally and mentally. You are going to take steps, necessary steps to heal this person, heal this child in the way it is the best for her. Be aware that the child is smiling back at you. The child has got assurance that you will take care of her, will take care of him. महसूस कीजिए वो बच्चा आपकी तरफ देख के मुस्कुरा रहा है. उसे पूरा आश्वासन मिला है कि आप उसका ख्याल रखोगे, इमोशनली मेंटली उसका ध्यान रखोगे, उसको हील करोगे. ये सारे प्रॉब्लम्स खत्म होने वाले हैं. बहुत खुश है, बहुत हैप्पी है, फीलिंग वेरी लाइट. Now together we will do the twin hearts meditation, which is once again going to help us get healed at the emotional and mental levels. Our heart chakra is going to fill us with a lot of love and happiness, and our crown chakra is going to help us connect to God and get better and better. In this twin heart meditation, we all together invoke that we will completely get healed emotionally, mentally. All our chakras will be healed. We, as the soul, we will be healed. We are all super, super receptive to the energies coming down to us during this twin hearts meditation. And as we will get healed, this little child within us will also be healed. Our smaller version, ourselves, that little child will also be healed along with us during this twin heart meditation today. We are super receptive to the meditation energy in full faith, so be it.